Hello, my name is Mandolin Royal, and today I want to talk a little bit about the nuts and bolts that keep my operation moving forward and some of the things I do. So I know I've been busy with the feed trial and my new Muscovy ducks and all that stuff, but also regular operations. It matters a lot too. So my culling starts with the egg. I am heavy on females right now, and that's because I know some more are going to drop off, and I need to continue to sort and select my way through them to get down to who the actual best females are. All of my girls are at least a year old now, and it is time to sort out the rest of them that I will not carry forward. I do have my meat buyer scheduled to come in 2 weeks. We're going to process through them. I'll get some video on what we saw, what we found, as well as weights for that age of female bird. Now, in front of me in the green tray, these are my hatching eggs. These are the ones that make the grade to go in the incubator. The tray behind are the breakfast eggs. I'm going to take those to the house, wash them up, put them in the refrigerator, because I'm swimming in eggs right now. And I will let you know that it pays to be picky, because when you hatch eggs that are too small, you're going to end up with chicks that are smaller, and they're not going to be as competitive when it comes time to feed and figure out their place in the flock. They may or may not catch up, and I'm not willing to gamble, because each and every bird needs feed, space, and all of those considerations, so I want everyone to have the best possible chance. So hatching eggs in the front, eating eggs in the back. Now, some of these, you may notice they're a darker hue. And technically, if you're following the French standard, they're supposed to lay a white egg. But the commercial flock in France lays more of a tinted egg. So part of my flock goal is to develop market birds that meet their breed standard. And I'm having to do that from 2 separate sets of genetics, because Greenfire Farm did import twice from the commercial lines and once from more of the standard bred type of lines, and then they crossed them, and now we have a genetic soup to sort and select our way through to get them back into a consistent result. So a lot of what I do in my program is to find the best of both worlds and keep developing that further. So while all these eggs are fertile, not all of them are going in the incubator. And I do have egg buyers along with my meat buyer to keep everything moving, and so nothing goes to waste. Plus, I really like to do big batches of mini quiche for little snack foods and things like that. I use a lot of eggs myself. But moving on to parts and pieces of flock management and how I run things. So I know you guys have heard me talk about chest depth, and that's one of my major structural things on my selection list this season. So I'm going to go through all of my females. I think there's something like 34 girls total. I know it's egg season, I know it's hatch season, and some people might think I'm shooting myself in the foot by getting rid of prime layers, but not all of them are prime layers. So I'm going to use my sort cage. I'll put a female into each stall that I have, which is here. 3 females at a time will go in. They're going to show me which egg they're laying. Either it's an egg I've been hatching, and now I know who she is, or it's an egg I've been having for breakfast, and I know she ends up on the call list. My goal is to empty at least 2 pens, possibly 3. I will condense the favorites, find their best male, change things up for the remainder of the season, and then I'll backfill the empty pens with improved offspring, because right now I'm swimming in chicks. Plus I have the chicks growing from Chase at Recreational Homestead, and I know there's at least 6 babies in there that I really like, and I'm hoping to come out with the 2 strongest trios. So I'm eyeballing pen 5 over there and pen 6 right here, and I'll see how things shake out once I get back into the selection for rate of lay, egg type, egg quality, and chest depth. And then I'll have more space for some of these babies to go into as we get through the grow season. But right now, the mowers are coming in close. It's getting noisy, so I'm going to cut this off. But more on this as I get through it, and I'll share the results, and I'll share the rest of my methodology as we go through this season as well, and how you keep yourself well supplied with a healthy, productive, and accurate flock as you work your way forward a little more every season. So feel free to like and subscribe. I'll teach you everything I know about it. Some more on this later.